Okay, so what if everything you think about success, the hustle, the mindset hacks, the affirmations you try, what if it's missing the one critical piece? The thing actually keeping you stuck in 2025?
It's a huge question.
Yeah.
And the raw truth from the material we've been looking at is, well, it's pretty clear. Mindset's only part of it. In this, super fast 2025 world, your deep underlying identity, that's the real engine.
So it's either pushing you forward
Or it's the anchor holding you right where you are.
And the urgency is, if you don't consciously work on rewiring that identity, all the hard work, it's just
like spinning your wheels. So you burn out working incredibly hard while watching others just seem to glide past.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
Definitely. So welcome, everyone, to a deep dive designed to really tackle this. We've been digging into some fascinating stuff.
Excerpts from a package that takes Louise Hay's foundational work, The Power is Within You, and really tailors it for right now, for 2025.
Yeah, specifically for entrepreneurs, high performers dealing with, everything. AI disruption, the creator economy madness.
All the current pressures. This isn't just theory. It's applying her core ideas to today's reality.
Exactly. So our mission today, pull out the actionable stuff, the neuroscience-backed strategies from this material.
Yeah, give you a practical plan to build that inner success circuit, ditch the imposter syndrome, the fear, and really install the beliefs you need for 2025.
Think of it like your essential 2025 identity rewrite plan. Ready to jump in.
Let's do it. Okay, first big idea, and this one. It can be a bit hard to swallow sometimes. Your internal script is basically your 2025 financial reality.
Whoa, hold on. My thoughts directly create my income. That sounds a little woo,
Yeah, I get it. Sounds a bit woo. But it's not just wishing. Louise Hay's point was that our internal world, thoughts, beliefs, emotions, isn't just noise. It's the unseen architect, your dominant beliefs. They're the actual blueprint your life builds from. It's psychology, it's neurology in action.
Okay. But why is this hitting so hard right now in 2025? What's changed?
Well, think about it. AI is automating tasks. The creator economy demands, radical authenticity. So your inner sense of value, that directly sets your outer earning potential. If your script is running lines like, I'm faking it, or all my ideas aren't that original, who'd pay premium for me? That lack of core conviction, it seeps into everything.
Makes your content maybe a bit hesitant, makes you undercharge.
Exactly. It weakens your connection with people who are looking for real confidence, real leadership. AI can generate words, sure.
But it can't generate that deep conviction.
Precisely. That deep felt belief. That's the human edge in 2025, but only if your internal script is actually on your side, not fighting against you.
Okay, so if my current internal script is, let's say, a bit shaky, how do we rewrite it? The source material has a plan, right?
It does. It calls it the CEO Identity Audit and Rewrite. First step. And this needs, total honesty. For 1 week, keep an open phone, notebook, whatever. The second you catch a limiting thought about your skills, your business, money, write it down. Exactly as it sounds in your head.
Don't pretty it up.
No censoring. Just capture it. This is your resistance list, your unfiltered brain dump.
Okay, my greatest hits of self-doubt. Got it.
Right. Then, end of each day, look at the list. For each thought, ask, what's the real belief underneath this? Is I can't charge that much really about price? Or is it, I'm not worth that much?
Digging deeper.
Then comes the rewrite. Craft your CEO declaration. This is key. It's a powerful present tense statement from the perspective of you already being that successful 2025 self.
Okay, give me an example. Let's say the thought is, competition's too fierce, I'm probably too late.
Okay, so the underlying belief might be, my ideas aren't unique, or I can't keep up. Your CEO declaration flips it. Something like, I am a visionary leader. My unique perspective is in high demand, and I consistently attract clients eager for my expertise.
Right, it's not wishful thinking, it's stating it as fact now.
Exactly. You're actively carving out the neural pathway for this new identity. It's targeted.
Much more direct than just random affirmations.
Absolutely. And to really embed it, the source suggests the daily victory visualization prime. Before work, before email, 10 minutes. Close your eyes. Visualize one specific win that comes directly from one of your CEO declarations. See it happening.
And the key, I remember Louise Hay always saying this, is the feeling, right?
Critically important, yes. Don't just see it abstractly. Feel the pride of landing that client. Feel the relief of a successful launch. Feel the excitement of positive feedback. Engage your senses. What do you hear? See?
Make it real emotionally.
That's what anchors it. The emotional charge makes the new beliefs stick much faster than just repeating words. It connects it deep down.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. It's like embodied visualization, feeling it as real.
Totally. And you see this with people like Alex Hormozy, right? A huge part of his success isn't just smart tactics. It's that deep core belief in the value he provides and charging for it unapologetically. That's not an act. That's an internal script playing out. He believes it. That conviction is powerful. That's the kind of internal clarity that cuts through all the noise in 2025.
Wow, okay, takeaway 1. Inner world shapes outer results. Huge. What about the biggest thing stopping people from even sharing that inner world?
Yeah. That brings us straight to takeaway number 2. Self-rejection. It's the #1 blocker to visibility and therefore income in 2025.
Self-rejection, just like not liking yourself.
It's a bit deeper, maybe more insidious. Louise Hay talked about radical self-love, self-acceptance. She meant, genuine appreciation, respect for yourself, even with the flaws and past mistakes.
Not narcissism?
No. Unconditional internal validation. Just accepting yourself as you are right now.
And how does that affect my business bottom line in 2025?
Well, think about it. In this personal brand world, you are the brand. Your story, your face, your voice. It matters hugely for connection, for trust. If you're carrying hidden shame about past failures, or a deep belief you're fundamentally not enough, not smart enough, experienced enough, whatever, you will sabotage your own visibility.
You'll hesitate to post that video, delay sending that email.
Exactly. You find reasons to shrink back from the spotlight your business needs. And here's the thing. In a world of polished, sometimes fake personas, authentic visibility, the kind that comes from genuine self-acceptance, that's incredibly powerful. It's strategic.
So self-rejection is like bad reception, static on the line.
Perfect analogy. It's like a faulty antenna. Your brilliant message doesn't get through clearly.
Okay, so how do we fix the antenna? Boost the signal.
The source offers something called unconditional self-endorsement. It's like mirror work 2.0 every morning. Mirror, eye contact. Find 3 things, just 3 you can genuinely appreciate about yourself right then. Could be your resilience, the effort you made yesterday, maybe something simple like your eyes.
Okay, I can see how that might feel awkward at first.
It definitely can. Vulnerable, even. But that's part of it. Then, looking yourself in the eye, say aloud with conviction. Even with my imperfections, I unconditionally endorse myself today. I bring unique value. I am worthy of being seen.
Wow, that's a direct counterattack on the inner critic.
It is. It neutralizes that voice that's always looking for proof you're not good enough.
Anything else to back that up?
Yes. Creating your permission to be human manifesto. Just write a short, personal page. Grant yourself explicit permission. Be imperfect. Learn out loud. Make mistakes. Be vulnerable. Don't have all the answers.
Remind yourself that's what people connect with anyway. Realness.
Exactly. Audiences connect with authentic humans, not flawless robots. Keep this manifesto visible. Read it when the fear of the imposter syndrome kicks in. It shifts your identity from I must be perfect to I'm valued because I'm real and growing.
That really lands, especially with all the online pressure.
Think about Brené Brown. Built an empire, talking about vulnerability and shame, the very things she feared would bring ridicule. But by embracing her own vulnerability publicly, that's radical self-acceptance in action, she built this incredibly trusted, powerful brand. Her internal okayness enabled her external impact.
Okay. Inner script is the blueprint. Self-rejection blocks the signal. What about the basic operating system running everything?
Right. Takeaway 3. You need to consciously rewrite your default programming using identity affirmations.
Okay, Louise Hay's affirmations, again, for those who find it a bit abstract. How is this different? Why now?
Because your brain today, in 2025, it's under siege. Negative news, social media comparison, AI anxiety, it's constant. Your brain's default, the survival instinct, is wired to scan for threats. So fear, scarcity, limitation, that becomes the normal background noise if you don't consciously intervene.
So the default setting is basically danger, stay small.
Pretty much, yeah. Identity affirmations done strategically, like the source suggests, aren't just wishful thinking. They are targeted commands to install an upgraded operating system. One primed for opportunity, resilience, abundance, capability. It's about conscious design, choosing your mental diet, overriding the fear default.
Okay, strategic commands. I like that better. What's the protocol?
It's the Commander Statements protocol. First, pinpoint your top 3 persistent, outdated, unhelpful beliefs. You know the ones. I'm just bad with money. Networking feels awful. I always choke in presentations.
The automatic negative thoughts in certain situations?
Exactly. Now for each, craft Commander Statement. This is a weak hope. This is your highest, most powerful 2025 self issuing a direct order to your system.
So instead of, I hope I get better at sales,
It becomes, I am a masterful communicator, effortlessly connecting with ideal clients and closing deals with integrity. Phrasing is crucial. Powerful, definitive, and it has to feel emotionally resonant to you, like the undeniable truth of your future self.
commander statements. Got it. How do we make the brain actually listen to these commands over the old stuff?
Through what the source calls neuro-linguistic priming and anchoring, write your top 3 commander statements on sticky notes, cards, whatever. Put them everywhere, you'll see them constantly. Laptop screen, coffee maker, dashboard, mirror.
And every time you see one.
You stop a pee, don't just glance. Pause what you're doing. Read the statement aloud, even a whisper is fine. Take a deep breath. And for just 15-30 seconds, embody the feeling of that statement being true right now. Feel the confidence. Feel the ease.
Ah, so you're physically and emotionally locking it in.
Exactly. It's not passive repetition. It's consistent, gentle, emotional priming. You're actively paving new dominant neural pathways, making the path to the new belief smoother, more automatic than the old rut of limitation.
It's like upgrading your internal GPS, pointing it towards success.
Perfect way to put it. Think about elite athletes. They don't just train physically. They drill affirmations of victory, of capability relentlessly. They embody being a champion before the game even starts. For you, those Olympic moments are the big meeting, the launch, talking to your audience. Commander statements. Practice this way. Become your mental pregame ritual for winning those moments.
That feels really practical, something you could start literally right now. Okay, listener, take a second. What's one piece of old programming, one default setting you commit to overriding with a commander statement this week?
Just identifying it. It's a huge first step, taking back control.
Absolutely. Okay, script, signal, operating system, covered. But what about those past experiences that feel like actual weights?
Right. That takes us to the final critical takeaway. You have to see the cord to past identity wounds to fuel future wins.
Identity wounds. Sounds intense. Maybe a bit much for business.
Well, Louise Hay talked a lot about letting go of old hurts, resentments, how they keep us stuck,
Yeah.
and healing the inner child, the part holding early wounds. The source applies this directly to our journeys as entrepreneurs, leaders.
How does that work in practice?
Look, the speed and pressure of 2025 demand fearless action, right? Resilience. If your core identity is still marked by the scars of past failures, betrayals, harsh critiques, those are identity wounds. Subconsciously, you'll operate defensively, bracing for impact, not leaning into opportunity with confidence.
You end up projecting old pain onto new situations, seeing threats everywhere.
Exactly. Hesitating when you need to be bold. It's not about forgetting the past, it's about healing the part of your identity that got damaged so it stops quietly sabotaging you now. Otherwise, your big 2025 decisions get filtered through old trauma.
Okay, so how do we heal these entrepreneurial battle scars?
The Force suggests an identity integration journaling ritual. It adapts Hay's inner child work. You basically have a compassionate chat in your journal with that younger self who went through the tough time, the founder whose business failed, the leader who got burned. First, just acknowledge their pain. No judgment. Let that part feel heard.
Validate the experience. It was hard.
Yes. Second, validate their efforts back then. They did the best they could with what they knew. Third, from your wiser 2025 perspective, gently pull out the actual objective lessons learned, separate strategy from emotional baggage. Fourth, spell out how those lessons empower you now, make you stronger.
Turning the pain into power, into wisdom.
That's the goal. Finally, write a clear statement of release, something like, I acknowledge your pain, I honor your strength, I release you and me from carrying this weight now. Your experience is integrated. It fuels my wisdom. Integrate the lesson, release the ongoing pain.
And to reinforce that healing, make sure the new, stronger identity sticks.
Yeah, you need evidence against the brain's negativity bias. Keep an evidence log of evolution and resilience. Every week, consciously note 1 to 3 specific times you acted from your new, desired 2025 identity. Maybe you took a risk despite fear, handled criticism well, mastered a skill, set a boundary.
Building concrete proof that the rewrite is actually happening.
Exactly. It's tangible evidence that you're evolving. It contradicts the old fear programming with real-world proof. Your own personal highlight reel of courage and growth.
I love that framing.
Think Steve Jobs. Getting kicked out of Apple. Huge public failure. A massive identity wound. He could have let it define him. Instead, next Pixar. He clearly processed it, integrated the lessons, came back to Apple far stronger, more resilient. He didn't erase the wound, but he refused to let it dictate his future. That's healing for high performance.
Okay, so wrapping this all up, the big message is really clear, isn't it? Success in 2025 isn't just about more hours or better tactics.
Not fundamentally. It's about working smarter, deeper, from the inside out. This blend of Louise Hay's wisdom and today's challenges shows us you're not broken. You're not stuck. You might just be running old software. Software programmed for a world that's gone.
And the power to rewrite it, to reshape your reality, your income, your impact, your whole 2025. It really is inside you.
It absolutely is. It's not out there somewhere. It's accessed by consciously working with your internal world.
So here's the challenge, the provocative thought for you this week. Stop just tweaking the surface stuff, the endless to-do lists, the apps, the hacks. Start strategically upgrading where the real power lies.
Yeah.
Your core identity.
Pick one thing we talked about, just one. CEO declaration, unconditional self-endorsement, a commander's statement with priming, the identity integration journal. Choose one. Commit to it this week. Focus on it.
Because the person who thrives in 2025, the leader, the entrepreneur, the high performer, it's the one who gets that success starts inside, the one who deliberately, consciously builds the mind and the identity of a winner. And that work, it starts right now.